और darkness. So जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि अधर्म के ऊपर धर्म की जीत होती है, तो दिवाली is celebrated for that, and that is just one of the reasons. Or different areas में there are different stories associated with it. दिवाली की बहुत अलग अलग स्टोरीज है हर जगह, ऑल ओवर इंडिया. Like northern India में it is that's Diwali. Northern India में it is associated with the return of Ram, Lakshman and Sita from Vanvas. 14 years की exile के बाद वो लोग वापस आए, and they came back in the पुष्पक विमान जो उनका रावण का होता था. तो since their time was almost up, 14 years हो गए थे, and भारत ने threaten किया हुआ था कि if you don't come back 14 years में I'll finish myself. So now they were in Sri Lanka at that time. They had to come to northern India. So Vibhishan, who had become the king in place of Ravana, he sent them in Ravan's Pushpak Viman only. So this picture was so interesting, I added that. Then in the southern part of India, Diwali is celebrated like because Krishna killed the demon Narkasura. उसके वो celebrate होता है साउथ में. फिर बाकी रिलीजन्स में भी सेलिब्रेट होता है. बुद्धिज्म में भी दिवाली सेलिब्रेटेड. जैनिज्म मार्क्स द निर्वाणा ऑफ लॉर्ड महावीरा, उसमें इसलिए सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. दे आल्सो हैव अ सिमिलर प्रैक्टिस ऑफ लाइटिंग दियाज एंड वर्शिप लक्ष्मी जी, वैसी करते हैं. और सिखिज्म में भी इट इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट. फाउंडिंग ऑफ द सिटी ऑफ अमृतसर, दैट इज मार्क्ड बाय दिवाली. Then also one of their gurus, Guru Har Gobind Ji, was released from prison on this day, so it is associated with Diwali. So Diwali की ना बहुत सारी, it's been a part of history in many of the religions also. But traditionally there is a science associated to the festival which has lost its relevance over the years. So first of all, this festival, this is determined by the position of the moon. Lunar calendar के according मनाई जाती है. कार्तिक के महीने में आती है, and the 13th day of the Kartik month is celebrated as Diwali. त्रयोदशी कहते हैं. And on this day, the deity dedicated to one's health and well-being, Dhanvantri, he is worshipped. धनवंतरी को ही supposed to be the source of Ayurveda, जो मंथन में, जो समुद्र मंथन में तो उसमें निकले थे. And he is the one who was actually worshipped at this time. And why the change to wealth has happened is that you could blame the way language is used. Especially हमारे हिंदी में जब हम बात करते हैं तो we don't pronounce the last syllable, जो होता है ना. Like Shiva we pronounce as Shiv. Rama को हम राम बोलते हैं, कृष्णा को कृष्ण बोलते हैं. दीपावली थी, उसको हमने दिवाली बना दी. तो वैसे ही धनवंतरी जो थे, he became धनतेरा. And what was health is now associated with wealth. So dhan, of course, money है. So everyone thinks that Deepavali is all about money. उसी के साथ association हो रही है. Now, why was it associated with health? दिवाली का टाइम जो है हेल्थ के साथ क्यों कनेक्टेड था? In the northern hemisphere, from this day of the Kartika month में जो है ना, things change. They in a way slow down. सारी चीजें ना, the whole cosmos is slowing down in a way, जो connected है Earth से. And this is because here winter time sets in. And we all begin to live according to the change in season. आप खुद देखोगे how your life changes once these days start up. What we do, our food habits, सब कुछ change हो जाता है. And we have to cope up. We have to change all this to cope up with the slowing down of time. And that is why a complete scientific method was created, telling us how to behave, how to pass the winter months without getting sick, without getting depressed, without losing a sense of balance. उसके लिए ये हमारी सारी जो रिचुअल्स है ना, वो बनाए गए थे. And to start the process, the lighting of lamps and bursting of crackers was a way of not allowing people to slip down into a slowdown. और ये सारी ना आपको एक्टिवेट कर देती है, तो आप ताकि वो डिप्रेशन वाली साइड में मत स्लिप हो जाओ. एज द विंटर मंथ्स अप्रोच, जैसे जैसे सर्दियां आ रही होती है, देर इज अ जेनेटिक डायमेंशन विद इन अस, विद इन ऑल ह्यूमंस, दैट रिस्पॉन्स टू दैट स्लो डाउन. वो एक इंटरनल मेकअप है हमारा विच रिस्पॉन्स ऑटोमेटिकली टू नेचर. At this time, the distance between the planets and the sun, the way the planet and the sun are positioned, that changes. And that is what allows the slowdown to happen. And that is why life also slows down. So if you were a bear, you would probably go into hibernation. And that tendency of hibernation, wo hum sab mein hai, because we are all living beings. So when this time starts, we try to do more energetic things so that we don't become a part of the slowdown. So as humans, हम लोग evolution के ऊपर हम humans पहुंच गए, तो we are supposed to have transcended our biological tendencies of going into hibernation. But somewhere inside in our DNA, वो awareness अभी भी है कि with the slowdown हम भी slow down हो जाते हैं. So to transcend that, we try to bring in a lot of activity. And Diwali marks the beginning of that period. So Diwali jo hai, you're lighting the diyas, bursting characters, it's way of waking you up. Then another very important tradition connected to Diwali is the making of rangoli. Har ghar mein banate hain. And during this month, every day a new geometrical design has to be made. There is a specific design for every day. So जैसे full moon पे एक अलग type का design है, new moon का अलग design है. So there are 28 patterns which have to be made. But of course, आजकल तो इतना वो नहीं है, nobody knows about that. We just make what we want to. And it is a task mostly of the lady of the house to make these patterns daily. But during this month, it is the gents are supposed to be making it. उनको और activation करने के लिए they have to make the designs. And there is also a tradition of taking out the Prabhat Fairy. आप देखोगे ना कार्तिक के मंथ में काफी लोग जो हैं वो करते हैं. Again, it is with the same intention of waking people up. हिला देते हैं to make the systems come out of hibernation sorts. And in fact, I'm not very sure, but I think in the south they burst crackers early in the morning, not like in the north. So there it is a tradition to rise before the sun and let the first rays of the sun fall on you. The nature ko to mil hi raha hai, so we should also take advantage of it. So especially on this day, people wake up early and go out to receive the first rays of the sun. But now with the passage of time, हम सब चीजें अपने अकॉर्डिंग मोल्ड कर लेते हैं, तो कुछ कुछ करते रहते हैं, कुछ यहाँ पे कुछ, बट द रियल सिग्निफिकेंस दैट इज नो लॉन्गर रिलेवेंट. हमें पता भी नहीं होता क्यों हो रही है ये सारी चीजें. So Diwali is not just a religious festival. It is actually connected to the geographical location of this planet. So because we are in the northern hemisphere, changes are happening to us, to our body, to the plants, to the animals. But most of all, if we slow down, so mentally we become dim. आप देखो ना थोड़ा सा आप lethargic रहते हो winter months में. And physically, if you slow down, you become susceptible to different ailments. बहुत जल्दी बीमार हो जाते हैं because your body is not vibrant, not alive. And when we are vibrant, nothing can touch us. कोई हमें बीमारी नहीं लग सकती. And then when the slowdown happens, इस period में जो छोटी छोटी चीजें भी होती है ना, they appear big. We blow it out of proportion. So that is why this festival of Dhanvantri, which was to bring in the science of health, it was to enlighten us, awaken us, make us more vibrant. So isme we need to involve ourselves in music, light up our surroundings, initiate activity. वो सारी चीजें करके ही हम अपने आप को जो है ना active रख सकते हैं. So this was about the tradition of why it is significance इसका क्या था. Now the next thing that is associated with Diwali is the cleaning up of the house. सब एक्टिवेट हो जाते हैं कि हाँ हमें करना है. It's an important tradition. So right from the beginning we've seen that अच्छा अब गंद पड़ा हुआ है सारा तो उसको हमने ऑर्डर में लाना ही लाना है. दिवाली सीजन में कुछ ना कुछ तो कर ही लेते हैं हम. तो हम बचपन से वी हैव सीन दैट दिवाली टाइम में बहुत एक्टिविटी हो रही होती है. ऑल आवर आंट्स एंड ग्रैंडमदर्स एंड मदर्स दे ऑल क्लियरिंग आउट कबर्ड्स, डूइंग दिस दैट, हर चीज धो दो, सब कुछ ऐसे ही करते होते हैं. So traditionally this cleaning is done in honor of goddess Lakshmi. So she is believed to visit our homes during this festival and bless us with happiness and prosperity. और एक dirty और untidy house होएगा तो it's not a welcome to the goddess. And the other reason for this tradition is that Diwali comes after the rainy season. और पुराने जमाने में घर जो थे ना उसमें बहुत जल्दी वो हो जाता था. आफ्टर द हेवी रेन्स बहुत जल्दी मोल्ड हो जाते थे. इन्फेक्शंस के लिए जो सॉरी इंसेक्ट्स बहुत हो जाते थे और खाई जैसे होती ना वो जम जाती थी. तो इट वाज customary to give the house a cleanup once the rainy season was over. That was another reason why cleaning is associated with Diwali also. Usi time it's a good time to clean up everything. So whatever the reason behind this custom, cleaning the hoti, it has become an integral part of Diwali. And it's a way of tidying and decluttering all that is not needed, organizing the home. And this actually brings in peace and joy also. Now, let's see what constitutes clutter. बहुत कुछ पड़ा हुआ होता है. So, is my all that area around me physically organized? So, वैसे तो हम कहेंगे हाँ हमारा घर बहुत अच्छी तरह organize हो जाता है. We all have well kept houses. सब कुछ अच्छा दिख रहा है. But it's only if everything is there. But you know when this stuff is scattered around, it causes a lot of disorder. It does not allow free movement. So it distracts you. It reduces your effectiveness. अब आपको एक चाबी ढूंढनी है, आप इसमें कहाँ पे ढूंढोगे आप चाबी? वो सारा टाइम जो हमारा ना उसी में ही चला जाता है. क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना. But when we start looking at all the areas of our house, जो छोटे छोटे कोने होते हैं, kitchen cabinets होती हैं, we start realizing कि कितना कुछ stuff पड़ा हुआ है which we don't need. And this stuff is affecting us in a lot of ways, in all physical, mental, emotional ways. हर तरह से this stuff is affecting us. Physically तो हमें कोई चीज नहीं मिलती. Mentally we are always disturbed. अच्छा, you know, it's when there is like such stuff around you, it's causing chaos in your mind also. We don't realize it, but it affects us. It really reduces focus, overpowers your mind, distracts you completely. So आपकी effectiveness जो है वो बहुत reduce हो जाती है. और emotionally also you remain disturbed. So that is why we don't realize that it is making a difference to us, but it does. So at the back of the mind, it's always causing a problem. So, you know, why this clutter is all around us? Yeah, as I said, it competes for your attention. Okay, distraction होती रहती कि अच्छा यहाँ पे ये चीज पड़ी है, वो चीज पड़ी है. And it decreases your performance as well. You're not able to give your 100%. फोकस आपका बिल्कुल डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता है. स्ट्रेस लेवल्स आपके अप हो जाते हैं व्हेन यू आर सराउंडेड विद अ लॉट ऑफ मेस. एंड व्हाई डज दिस क्लटर हैपन? इट इज बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट डिसाइडेड वेयर टू पुट योर थिंग्स. Like clutter is nothing more than postponed decisions. When we don't make decisions, we end up with stuff we don't need in our lives also. So आसपास वो है, clutter has taken control of our life, and we can't decide what is important and what isn't important. So सब चीजें वही होती है, and it is just not physical; it is in our mind also. तो दोनों जगह clutter जो है ना भर जाता है. So when we declutter, when we decide I want to get rid of all this stuff, so it helps to save time. First of all, you don't have to look for the keys in that mess. You know where the keys are, you can take it all. So it leads to a stress-free life. So you have more time to give to relevant things, to connect with your family, with your friends, instead of just searching for your keys to go and meet your friend. So that's one of the biggest benefits of decluttering. It gives you time that is more meaningful to you. So it's just not at home, at work also, everywhere. So clutter is something that takes up a lot of your mental and physical space, and that is why it needs to be removed. Now, what is the way of removing the clutter? As I said, we don't even understand kya karna humne us sari cheezein kahan rakhni hai. We can't make a decision about it. So how do we go about it? How do we decide ki clutter ko kaise humne handle karna hai? So one of the things that we can do is, does it spark joy? Does that thing spark joy in you? Usko samajhna hai. So people need to surround themselves with items that will spark joy and get rid of the unnecessary items. So this will create that space that you need. It will bring in new energy, new ideas. It will bring that in. So we need to be very particular about what we retain and what we discard. So retain things that spark joy and discard those that don't. So it will make a lot of difference to your thought process then. Your state of mind, it will improve a lot. And what you discard and what you retain, again, depends 90% on your thought process. What sort of mentality you have. So when you go through this decluttering process at this festival time, you become more conscious of what you own, what you need, and what you can buy. And this brings more positivity and mindfulness into your life. So decluttering is essential for that also, to bring mindfulness. You're aware what you are doing, kya khareed rahe ho. हम कई बार randomly जाके चीजें खरीद लाते हैं, अच्छा ये भी ले लो, वो भी ले लो, but it's not needed. Then we don't even know where to keep them. Again, we go into that indecisive stage. So to bring in positivity and mindfulness, again, decluttering is essential. So when we are looking at things, we don't want them. Chalo, it is not sparking joy. So just express gratitude to it and let it go. Okay, it has served its purpose with me. Now I can give it on to, or send, either discard it or give it to somebody. Then you can create a category. You can go category wise कि कैसे उसको जो है मैंने सफाई करनी है, सारे decluttering करना है. So there are 5 categories which you can look at. So first, look at your clothes. Which ones can you discard? What have you not worn for a long time? What will you not wear for a long time? Then any old books or जो पुरानी टोन वाली होती है, उनको you can get rid of that. Papers वगैरह ढेर लग जाते हैं unnecessary. So bills वगैरह तो जो नहीं चाहिए उनको फाड़ के फेंकिए. Then any other miscellaneous items in the house which you have not used for a long time. Then we have a lot of sentimental attachment to things. Usko bhi consider, okay, it has served its purpose now, I can let it go. What we normally do, we just decide, अच्छा सफाई करनी है, एक कबर्ड कर लेते हैं, एक ड्रॉ कर लेते हैं. तो हम क्या करते हैं, सब चीजें निकाल के वापस हम डाल देते हैं. We are not actually cleaning up, we're just shuffling things around. Shuffle कर देते हैं, एक चीज वहां से वहां रख दी तो हमें लग रहा है हमने बहुत सफाई कर लेती है, क्योंकि we have a lot of attachment to things, तो इसलिए हम उनको छोड़ नहीं सकते. And then we feel that it's come down from our ancestors, or my grandmother presented it to me, or somebody else gave it to me, तो मुझे इसको छोड़ना नहीं है. तो वो सारी attachment हमारी बहुत रह जाती है. So we just shuffle things around, we don't actually let them go. And actually that is the difference between cleaning and decluttering. We use the words synonymously, but वो synonymous नहीं है, they are very different at many levels. So traditionally, Diwali cleaning means take out everything we own, clean, and put everything back. And in that process, no decluttering takes place. You're not getting rid of anything. You're just keeping them back in a different place. We always have that feeling also, okay, we will need this someday. चलो इसको रख लो, कोई बहुत अच्छा पैकिंग केस, I have that, I was ऐसे like beautiful packing case कुछ आता है, कोई पैकेज वाला मैं रख लेती हूँ उसको, फिर काम कर यूज में ले आएंगे. But it does not happen. It just collects dust, and afterwards तो उसके पास को देखा भी नहीं जाता. So we need to come out of that mentality also कि we will need this one day. So we have to stick to this sentence. What makes me happy or joyful from within, I will keep only that stuff. So on a day-to-day basis, जो है ना, ask what it is that will help me, that will uplift me, that will spark joy in me. So then it becomes easy to understand क्या रखना है और क्या discard करना है. So now, how do we go about decluttering? उसको हम आगे कैसे लेके जाएं? So clutter is a physical manifestation जो आपके पास होता है, but it is a reflection of what is going on in your head also. And then it affects, if there is a lot of clutter, it will affect your thought processes as well. So दोनों बहुत affect हो जाते हैं. So it's this crucial thing that it makes it necessary to declutter your surroundings, because we need that space both around us and in our mind as well. So the first thing that we need to is junk versus justified. क्या चीज चाहिए हमें और क्या चीज हम छोड़ सकते हैं. बहुत सारी चीज होती है, we just stored them, but they need sorting. So we need to throw away what is pure junk जो बिल्कुल काम नहीं आएगा, and retain stuff that will help us. So, and then we can recycle also. We can go in for recycling also. Kai stuff we can recycle, use it for something else. Storage boxes especially add kar sakte. Clothes we can organize in boxes and keep. So जो है ना, जो justified होएगा, we can keep that and release what is not. Then another way of decluttering is, first of all, we need, especially during Diwali season, we need to beautify our entrance, because that is the first impression of the house. So festive season especially, usko hum sabse pehle pay attention to the entrance, add a new mat, door mat jo hai wo change kar do. Then we have those bandan wars jo door ke upar lagate hain, wo laga sakte ho. Koi mirror aise laga sakte ho, koi painting laga sakte ho. So beautify the entrance, because that is the way from where Goddess Lakshmi is also going to come into your house. Then the next step is to liven up your living room. That is another area which needs, especially during the festival season, because that is where you are going to entertain your guests, to receive them. Diwali में सबने आना है मिलने के लिए, तो वो सबसे ज़्यादा करना है. तो उसमें छोटी-छोटी चीजें, like put in a new flower vase, कोई antique classic सा, और कार्पेट को चेंज कर दीजिए, कुशन कवर्स चेंज करिए, उससे बहुत वाइब्रेंसी आ जाती है. एंड you can like just incense वगैरह जलाने से that also makes a lot of difference. छोटी छोटी चीजें ऐड करोगे तो changes आ जाती है. It is not that you need to renovate the whole stuff. And then the important part of the house is the kitchen. उसके ऊपर फिर ध्यान लगा के revamp the kitchen. Of course we keep it clean and all, but थोड़ा सा और डिटेल में remove unnecessary stuff, broken stuff जो भी होता है, organize सब कुछ जो है. Different आजकल बहुत variety मिलती है simple things. The simple thing of rule of keeping things is, आपने last 3 months में अगर उसको use नहीं किया है, तो it is time to let it go. And the same with, if you are not going to use it for the next 3 months, so at the end of the 3 months, it will not be like fit for being reused. So let it go. So we can apply this also, the 90-90 rule. कुछ भी हो सकता है, cutlery or stationery or electronics भी हो सकता है, वो भी खराब हो जाते हैं. 90 days नहीं, 3 months नहीं, I give it a 1 year, especially for clothes. If I've not worn it for the past 1 year, I'm not going to wear it, so it's better to let it go. So ऐसे ही चीजें जो है ना चेंज हो जाती हैं, यू आर एबल टू लेट देम गो, क्या नहीं यूज हो रहा. देन यू कैन डू वन थिंग लाइक मेरे घर में क्या चाहिए. You can try to feel as if you're entering your home for the first time. So just keeping with an open mind, okay, now look at everything with new eyes. अच्छा यहाँ पे ये पड़ी है, वो चीज पड़ी है. How is it looking here? So the first impressions that you know, whether it is good or not, it immediately comes to you. It strikes you immediately. So I now think that if I remove this, how will that area look? So imagination भी बहुत आप use कर सकते हैं. And another thing we can do is whatever we have, give every day. कुछ ना कुछ रोज जो है ना निकालते रहो. Whatever you don't need. किसी को भी दे दो, कोई स्टेशनरी है, कोई डेकोरेटिव आइटम्स है, शूज है, कुछ भी है. Keep giving something almost every day so that more space is created or to bring in more things. So this was some of the ways of decluttering your house कि कैसे हम उसको खत्म कर सकते हैं. Now how to do the actual physical cleaning of the house. Everyone likes such a good beautiful room. उसको हम कैसे, how do we beautify our home? So एक तो we should try to move our furniture. You know, the actual thing is we need to move 27 items in the house. कोई objects या furniture from the original space. थोड़ा सा आप shift नहीं करना चाहते कि just move them also. Because 27 is a good number and that is what a spiritual number. So we need to move 27 items in the house. So just by moving them, जो stagnant energy होती है ना, that gets renewed, you could say. So, and after the physical cleaning, you can do spiritual cleaning by just waving incense sticks around the house. Just burn them and move throughout the house. Sari ghumate raho usko aas-paas. And it fills the whole house with a beautiful aroma also. Sandalwood is best for this thing. कुछ भी लेके आप जो है ना बस clockwise घुमाते रहो पूरे घर में, around the walls, around the roof, everywhere ना ऐसे हिलाते रहो हमें. And all the negative energy gets cleared in that way. So you can renew the energy of the house. Then to renew the kitchen. Kitchen में आप lemon peels को जो है ना उसको boil कर लीजिए. थोड़े से water में just boil a few lemon peels and then keep it on low flame. Let it simmer for some time. जो उसकी जो सारी aroma होगी ना, that will cleanse your kitchen completely because it's a great antibacterial. So सारी इन्फेक्शन वगैरह खत्म हो जाती है. एंड जो आपका जो वाटर एरिया है जहाँ से लाइक वो आरओ रखा हुआ है या एक्वागार्ड लगा रखा है, उसके पास लाइट अ दिया एंड कीप अ फ्लावर आल्सो, बिकॉज वाटर इज समथिंग टू बी वर्शिप्ड एंड इट गेट्स एनर्जाइज्ड इन दिस वे. जब आप उसको व्हेन यू लाइट अ दिया एंड यू प्लेस फ्लावर्स ओवर देयर, एंड व्हेन वाटर इज एनर्जाइज्ड इट इंप्रूव्स आवर हेल्थ, इट cures our anxiety, brings harmony into relationships. So that is way of energizing the kitchen because वही source है हमारे घर का, the center point of our houses. Then you must plant a tulsi plant in your balcony or any space that you have because tulsi has very strong pure vibrations. In fact, you should stand near the tulsi every day, meditate for a few minutes. You can even chant the Gayatri mantra. It helps to clear your energy also. It really uplifts you. The next is we need to clean our vehicles. एक तो physical cleaning होती है, spiritual cleaning होती है. उसके लिए call upon Archangel Michael to clean and protect your vehicle. Just open the doors, windows of the vehicle, or close your eyes and call upon him to remove all negativity. Just simply say, I call upon you, Archangel Michael, and I request you to remove all the negative energy from my vehicle. And then you can visualize that negative energy just moving out of the car in the form of clouds. And then feel as if a blue or a white light is falling like a sheet over the car, protecting it, keeping it safe. तो व्हीकल्स तो बहुत जरूरत होता है हमें उनको प्रोटेक्ट सेफ रखने के लिए. Then offices and other place where you need to do both physical and spiritual cleansing. Physically, so you can organize everything. उसमें भी move each file, even if you're not using them, you don't need them, you don't want to discard them, उनको move कर लेना चाहिए. That again removes any stagnant energy. और spiritual cleansing के लिए आप camphor होता है ना, उसको आप एक you can burn it in a दिया जला के उसमें camphor डाल दो. Or you can just simply, if you don't want to burn, एक छोटी सी dish में camphor डाल के ना, keep it in a corner. So it will automatically on its own melt in a few days. So camphor is very good for removing negative energy, and it soothes your mind, your body, your soul, and it also protects you from the evil eye. जो नजर लग जाती है ना, वास्तु के effects also, उससे भी camphor gives you protection. Then we need to clean our locker, जो हमारा जहाँ पे भी हम अपना money और jewelry रखते हैं. So for that, remove everything from the locker, clean it, leave it open for a few minutes, and then you can put that camphor dish inside it also, ताकि उसकी सारी जो धांस उठती है वो उसमें भर जाए. And then take out जो लॉकर में मनी पड़ा हुआ है, उसमें से थोड़े से करेंसी नोट्स निकाल लीजिए और उसकी जगह नए रख दीजिए. और जो आपने पैसे निकाले हैं उसको आप यूज दैट टू बाय समथिंग ऑन दिवाली. सो दैट विल इंश्योर सर्कुलेशन ऑफ मनी. बिकॉज माँ लक्ष्मी डज नॉट लाइक टू बी टाइड डाउन. शी नीड्स स्पेस, शी नीड्स दैट सर्कुलेशन. सो इसलिए उसको थोड़ा सा हमें अदल बदल कर देना चाहिए. Then if there is jewelry in the locker, कोई एक आइटम जो है ना पहन दीजिए, और यू कैन इवन कीप इट फॉर जो पूजा करोगे उसमें रख लेना. और अगर गोल्ड कॉइन्स हैं आपके पास, गोल्ड सिल्वर कॉइन्स होते हैं, तो देन वॉश देम इन वाटर, गंगा जल में उनको धो लीजिए, दूध से धो लीजिए, फिर उसको अच्छी तरह से ड्राई करके देन प्लेस देम बैक इन द लॉकर. वी कैन यूज देम फॉर द दिवाली पूजन ऑल्सो. देन फाइनली क्लींजिंग ऑफ द सेल्फ इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. Salt water bath लेना चाहिए हमें this day, and just at the end just add 1 teaspoon of salt to the mug of water and pour it over yourself. So सारी negative energy जो है clean हो जाती है. Then घर में you can burn Google आता है, Google और camphor mix करके जो है ना उसको जला के spread the smoke all over the house. That cleanses all the corners also. And yes, to ward off evil eye. उसके जो नजर होती है ना, जो कहते हैं नजर लग जाती है, उसके लिए there's a very simple method. Take a glass full of water and put a whole fresh lemon inside it, and keep this glass in a place which is visible to people who are coming to your house. So this can be done in a shop also, office also. वो सामने आप रख दीजिए उसको. और daily water has to be changed, and on every Saturday change the lemon. उसको कहीं dispose of कर दीजिए बाहर, out of your house area, and put in a fresh lemon. So this really protects you from the evil eye, and it helps in business growth also. Profession में, business growth में भी, it really makes a lot of difference. And yes, the most important cleansing is to be done in the home temple. मैं भूल गई थी. So take out all the idols, wash them. जो टूटे फूटे हैं उनको हटा दीजिए, कोई torn books है उनको हटा दीजिए. और जो वो आइडल्स है ना उनको वी कैन वॉश देम इन गंगा जल या दूध से भी साफ कर सकते हैं. देन जस्ट ड्राई देम एंड प्लेस देम बैक. एंड दिस आइडल्स दे मस्ट नॉट फेस ईच अदर. जो हमारे घर का मंदिर होता है उसमें हमने बहुत सारी रखी हुई होती है आइडल्स. दे शुड नॉट फेस ईच अदर, एंड बहुत दीवार के पास भी नहीं रखना चाहिए उनको. And the best place to make the temple in the home is in the northeast of the house. वहाँ पे हमें बनाना चाहिए. Now I'm adding a few tips that a friend of mine shared, and the first thing that she suggested was that we should offer rice to Shivling on Diwali. थोड़े से दाने ना, and they should be whole grains. टूटे फूटे नहीं होने चाहिए. Then to enhance business, she just gave a few tips, so I'm just sharing those with you. To enhance business, so जो पिटकरी होती है ना, आलम कहते हैं उसको, just take it and पूरे ऑफिस वाले एरिया में ना उसको रोटेट कर दो पूरे घर ऑफिस के अंदर. फिर एक चौराहा होता है ना, उसमें जो नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन है उसमें आप फेंक दीजिए उसको. देन डोंट लुक बैक. चौराहा की जो नॉर्थ वाला डायरेक्शन होएगा ना, वो तो compass use करना पड़ेगा. We can find that out and then just throw it and then don't look back. Then on Diwali, we offer durv or grass to Ganesh ji. Bunches of milte hain, so 21 bunches we should offer. And this brings happiness and prosperity into our life. So then she was also suggesting कि एक bowl में rose petals और दिए जो है ना 5 diyas जो है वो हमें जला के keep it in the center of your house. ब्रह्म स्थान जो होता है वहां पे रखना चाहिए और शाम को जो है ना candles जला लेनी चाहिए. This also creates a lot of spreads a lot of positive vibes in the house and it attracts the blessings of माँ लक्ष्मी जो हमें चाहिए होती हैं. Then diyas के लिए ना कुछ और tips है कि when you're lighting the diyas in the evening, to start with the home temple, जहाँ आपने मंदिर बनाया हुआ सबसे पहले दिया वहां जला के रखिए. Then place the diyas at the entrance of your house. दोनों तरफ diyas लगा दीजिए. और दिवाली वाले दिन थोड़े से घी के दिए जलाने चाहिए. और सनफ्लावर ऑयल तो बिल्कुल नहीं यूज करना चाहिए, पर घी के दिए जो है ना जला लेने चाहिए. And another was that don't light a diya facing the south direction. थोड़ा सा like it seems अच्छा कितना कुछ करना पड़ता है, but when you want to do something, especially if you want to improve things in your life, you are able to do that. And जो हमारा नॉर्थ और नॉर्थ ईस्ट जोन होता है ना घर का, उसको तो हमें बिल्कुल क्लटर फ्री रखना चाहिए. That allows free flow of wealth. और जो सेंट्रल स्पेस है वो भी क्लटर फ्री होना चाहिए. वैसे पूरा घर ही क्लटर फ्री होना चाहिए. That is what I just showed you. Then another tip that she shared is on Friday. This I think can be done anytime, any Friday. Buy a lock. ताला होता है ना, उस नया लॉक खरीदिए. Then holding it in your hand, energize it with your wishes. जो भी आप करना चाहते हो अपनी लाइफ में, हाथ में लेके उसको थोड़ा सा बोलिए. Looking at it, just put your wishes into it. This is what I want. Then keep it under your pillow. रात को उसके ऊपर sleep on that night. And next day, offer it in a temple. Temple में जाके दे दीजिए. Then for another thing that she told about Diwali के buy 2 brooms. दिवाली पे 2 झाड़ू खरीदी, एक से तो घर की सफाई कीजिए, दूसरा donated it to the temple. And then keeping a feather, peacock feather is also very auspicious घर में because it signifies Lord Krishna, who is the avatar of Lord Vishnu. So Mahalakshmi blesses all who worship Lord Vishnu. So this is one thing more you can do. And one thing more that she said is buy some rice today and bring home. That is also considered to be very auspicious. कि आज के दिन जो है ना चावल खरीद के लेके आए. And start applying a kesar tilak on your forehead starting from today. That improves the effects of Jupiter and brings name, fame, fortune. So आपको वो चाहिए तो आप जो है केसर तिलक आज से जो है ना लगाना शुरू कर सकते. Then there is something called we can use it as yantras. It's called Kuber Potli. Many must have heard of it. So we keep it in our locker. उसमें हम बहुत सारी चीजें डाल सकते हैं जो घर में भी अवेलेबल हैं. We can add crystals over there, clear quartz है, citrine है, and these are gomti chakras, छोटे छोटे जो दिख रहे हैं ना, these are considered to be very auspicious. तो वो पोटली में हम ये डाल सकते हैं, उसके साथ में थोड़ी सी राइस एंड और क्या था, सिनेमन स्टिक्स जो होते हैं ना, दालचीनी, वो स्टिक्स, होल स्टिक्स डाल सकते हैं. एंड वी कैन इवन ऐड हल्दी की जो गांठ आती है ना, साबुत हल्दी होती है, वो भी डाल सकते हैं. And this, just place it in your locker. So put it in a red pouch and place it in your locker, and it's not to be touched the whole year. Next year on Diwali, it is to be done on Diwali day only. So next year Diwali day पे जो चीजें आप change करना चाहो, उसमें से चावल वगैरह we can replace that, तो वो उसकी energy renew हो जाती है. जो जो चीजें आप replace कर सकते हो. Crystals तो चल सकते हैं, you can just give them a wash and replace them. But other things जो perishable है, उनको आप change कर सकते हो. And if that is too much of a thing, you can just simply place a red cloth in the locker. कोई भी red cloth जो है ना, वो भी रख सकते हैं locker में. That is also auspicious. Then there is a energy circle for this. That's the friend's name, Chitra Aluwalia. She shared it with me. So this is an energy circle. इसका printout लेके you can also place this. So it's got a number of those frequencies जो मैंने आपको last time I shared with you. So all the frequencies have a different purpose. Like some is for cash flow, some is to heal our karmas, for positive energy, for immediate money, unexpected money. Each frequency denotes that. If you like, I can share it in the group later on. And then there is a switch word also over here. Begin, divine, golden, sunrise, magic, count. This is asking for miracles, for happiness and financial abundance. So this whole jo energy circle hai, cosmic abundance, it brings that into your life. So that was all in my presentation today. So happy Diwali to all of you. Any questions or anything you would like to share or ask, most welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Happy Diwali to you. It was very informative and helpful.